ईशा दी माइक आप म्यूट कर लीजिए, वो ग्लिच आएगा फिर। आर वी लाइव?
Yes, we are live.
Okay. Innovation drives the world, but problem solving builds the future. A very delightful evening to one and all. Welcome to a special edition of Corporate Gupshup. I am Aditya Kumar Rai, your host, and I am thrilled to share with you the insights and innovations that are shaping the future of work and life. This session is proudly brought to you by Lakshminarayan College of Technology and Training and Placement, powered by lnct Group Corporate Club and supported by Youthmasters NGO. We have our esteemed guest from Allegion, a leading product-based company. First, we have Mr. Aman Vishwakarma, sir. Please provide your brief introduction.
Hi everyone, my name is Aman Vishwakarma and I am a mechanical engineer. Currently, I am in 8th semester, batch number 2025, and I am hired by Allegion as a mechanical design engineer in my 7th semester. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Aman, sir. Next, we welcome Miss Isha Rathore, ma'am. Kindly provide your brief introduction, ma'am.
Okay, so good evening, everyone. My name is Isha Rathore. I'm pursuing BTech from Lakshminarayan College of Technology, Computer Science, and I have been placed in Allegion. Okay, so that's all about myself. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Next, joining me as a co-host, Mr. Vivek Mishra. So let's begin the session with the first question. First question is, what is the recruitment process at Allegion, a product-based company? Could you describe the technical as well as the coding round? Isha Rathore, ma'am, we would love to hear it from you.
Okay, so the Allegion placement process consists of 4 rounds. So first is the assessment round. It is a 90-minute assessment which held in a college only. So it consists of 2 sections. First is aptitude. It consists of again 3 sections: verbal, logical, and quant. And each section has a sectional cut timeout. Means 15 minutes for each section: verbal, logical, as well as quant. Another 45 minutes is of technical MCQs. It consists of 2 sections. For 30 questions consist of basic technical MCQs related to data structures, operating systems, computer networks, DBMS, and all the queries. Also, practical questions are also included in it. And another section consists of 25 MCQs, which consist of pseudocodes. That was about the first round.
There is a sectional cutoff also.
Yes, there was a sectional cutoff also.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Next, we would like to hear it from Aman Vishwakarma, sir. For what position is Allegion hiring you, and what exactly will be your role?
So, Allegion is hiring me for a mechanical design engineer, and it is a role in which any product which is to be made is first has to be made on a computer like CAD software, like modeling and CAD software like Answer was CATIA and SolidWorks. So first, the initially the product is made in the software by a mechanical design engineer, and it is made in such a way that it optimizes the product, that the minimum material should be used to make that product, and it should be efficient. So the main function is to initializing the product, and then after initial finalizing that this product which is made in the computer, the analysis of that product is done, and the testing and a prototype is created, and a testing physical product is then made, and the testing is done. And after the testing, if it is a successful, then the single units are made, and after the single units are checked, then mass production begins. So Allegion
Okay, thank you,
mainly
Via.
Allegion mainly make the product for all the accessories that are put on the doors, like uh, biometric thumbprint lock, or any pass key lock, or any door exit or damper, etc.
Okay, thank you, Via. Since you come from a core branch, how does your background align with this role? How does your core subject help you for preparing for the interview?
Yes, the interview of Allegion was purely the technical parts was purely core, as they were hiring for a mechanical engineer. So the main subject that they asked in the interview was the strength of my total. Tech, my technical round was 40 minutes, and in which the 10 minutes was introduction and rest introduction and other things. They talk with me, and the rest of the time they only ask me the technical questions. So there are mainly 4 to 5 subjects from which they ask the majorly question. The most important is strength of material. The second is machine design. The third is manufacturing and material science. So they ask the question verbally also, and they also show me the pictures on the laptop to visually see the pictures and answer the questions. And also they also give the numericals or a figure type question. Most of the mechanical engineers know that shear stress or bending moment diagram in strength of material. So they told me to draw that a shear stress or bending moment diagram of cantilever beam. So the core subject helped me fully in the interview.
Means core subject are very much essential,
Yeah.
and as well as the mathematical and technical aspects should be kept in mind.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Aman sir. For sector, sorry. My next question is for Isha ma'am. In which field or sector does DSA plays a major role in the placement like Allegion? Like how you prepared for Allegion, and how you read the concept or learn the concept of DSAs.
Okay, so DSA is practical based only. As for DSA, you want to improve a logic building. If you had done DSA, then you know about that. DSA mainly focus on the
Mhm.
logic building concepts only. In my interview also, DSA was asked to me that what are DSA you had implemented. So I had implemented all the DSA, linklist, stack, queue, tree, graph. But after that, the interviewer asked me the hash map. They didn't ask me the text data structures. They asked me the hash map and hashing. So I think they mainly focus on the your concepts are clear or not. Another thing is that not only DSA, the interview consists of the project-based question also. As I had make a full stack project, the questions were asked from that also. That what is that project? Why do you use that database? Why do you use that site? Why you had used that idea? Or many questions related to it. So if you're making any project, then you have to know each and everything about that because the interviewer has the right to ask anything from your projects, not that you had copy pasted. So you have to make it. Yes, so was my interview, and the other is the CS fundamentals also. That I am a Java programmer, so I'd asked the Java questions also, and for 15 minutes they asked me cross question on one topic only. That is string literal
Mhm.
and the new keyword difference between. You can't imagine. 10 minutes they asked me a same question again and again. That predict the output, predict the output. They are confusing me. So yeah, you have to focus on your foundation, your data structures as well as projects.
So our viewers can keep in mind that along with the DSA, project is also important, and in DSA we need to be thorough with the core concept and fundamentals. Ma'am, can you please describe some of your projects? Like you have mentioned, you have built a full stack project.
Yes, I built a full stack project. So basically, it is a the name I multimedia streaming tracker. The name suggests that multimedia streaming tracker. In this, you can search any of the web series, movies, or TV shows which are trending, or you can log into that site and you can access your favorite TV shows or movies. So that was my project idea, and you get all that. On not only that, you get all the details about that where you can see this web series, TV shows, what are content it is gathering, what are the reviews, rating, and all the things related to that. That is the idea.
What are the technologies you have used in your project?
I have used React.js, Node.js, and the MongoDB database,
Okay,
and
that's
the
great,
HTML
ma'am.
CSS basic.
Thank you, ma'am. Now, for next question, coming upon back to Aman, sir. In which field or sector can a mechanical design engineer secure a job?
So mechanical design engineer mainly it can work in all the field where the products are made, because uh, every product is made after designing. So if we take a company like a who make very small product like a chair. So chair in mechanical design, if we talk about the space industry, who the company which are making space rocket or aeroplanes, there also the mechanical design engineers are used. So all the field where the products are made, the mechanical design engineers are used. Some of example are like different sectors like energy sector, for making turbines, windmills, the solar panels, then the automotive sector, making trucks, vehicles, all other that, and making bicycles also the mechanical design engineers are by hired. And many other and day-to-day life products like chair, table, all that are designed by mechanical engineer. As for example, if a company is of making a chair, so they will mechanic hire a mechanical design engineer, and the mechanical design engineer works is that the he have to make a chair for a particular weight. Let's say 100 weight, the 100 or 150 kg weight is the maximum. So this is our one point. The second point is that he should sit comfortably, and which material should be used, that it should be also the light in weight. So all that things, and what it should, the chair should also look good. So all these things the mechanical design engineer kept in mind, and finally design engineers make the this product finally in his software in computer, like modeling software like mainly SolidWorks, Creo, and the analysis is done on ANSYS or Abacus, and this product is then sent to the manufacturing team of mechanical engineer. So mechanical engineer is mechanical design engineer is mainly hired for almost many all the product based companies.
Means for a product-based company like Allegion, we need to have a good command on our core subjects. That helped a lot for building a good fundamental.
Yes,
Okay, thank you. Next, Isha ma'am, could you share some key subjects and skills that helped you, and how did training and placement support you through classes and communication skills to ace the interview?
Okay, so training and placement play an important role in guiding the students as they conduct TNP classes. So Java classes are very good in the college. If you're attending it, then very good. The teaching is very good. I think so. I learned Java from the TNP only. So the TNP classes are so much supportive. Aptitude classes also. And the core subjects you can learn from your department teachers only in your college. You had the core subjects, computer networks, operating systems, data structures, DBMS. So you have to build a strong foundation first. Then you have to focus on the advanced concepts. So I had seen that many students don't focus on the foundation and then go for advanced concepts. And after cross questioning, get they will not able to answer anything.
Hmm.
So I think core you have to focus on the foundation because foundation requires time to learn. Advanced concepts are easy if your foundation is good. So main focus on the foundation only. So that's only.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Means training and placement is plays an important role in our building for interactions and communication. Along with that, for next series of question, I would like to Vivek to please take over the mic.
Thank you, Adit. So, the first question I have is for Aman sir. In which specific field or areas should a mechanical engineer focus to secure a job? Could you also share some techniques that helped you in your placement journey, Aman sir?
So for if you are targeting a mechanical design engineer post, the first why we are targeting, because a mechanical design engineer post and similar post in mechanical like manufacturing department or in production department, the mechanical design engineer post is the only post where we get a white collar job, that we have to sit in front of the computer or we have to do the calculations on a pen and paper. Uh, this is the main difference, and many of the mechanical engineers choices are first choices design field, because uh, they have that personal identity in that. Because for example, if you are making a something a turbine, okay, so if it is a mechanical design engineer, he have the things that he made it, or he specifically focused in that making the turbine. But if there is another manufacturing engineer or production engineer, then he in his next company, he is to explain that what was his work. So he can't explain properly, because the turbine is very big, and the single identity is missing a little bit. So if a targeting mechanical design engineer, so first we have to um, learn the core subjects, mainly 4 to 5 subjects which are very important for mechanical design engineers, like uh, strength of material, theory of machine, manufacturing, material science, and machine design. So these are the most important chapters. Then if all other subjects like thermodynamics, heat and mass transfer, other subject is also important, but the top 5 subjects are this which I told you. So continuously, if they have to, along with that, they can start learning other skills which are practically directly used in the industry, like using software directly, like modeling software, and the second is analysis software. The modeling software is basically makes the model, like example of modeling software is Creo, Pro E, AutoCAD, then SolidWorks, CATIA V5, and this make the product. Then the analysis software, which is Abacus or ANSYS Workbench or ANSYS Fluent, this is a software in which we import this model, and the things are loaded. Something like force is loaded, the boundary is fixed, this condition are loaded, and the force is transient or it is linearly increasing. So uh, ANSYS or analysis software gives us the result that if the in this model that we have imported, if this much load is put on that, then at what point it will get fail. So we will put for example, like lift. In lift we see that it is written that maximum 10 people or maximum 500 kg weight is. So it is written, or it is found out by the mechanical design engineer. So along with the 4 subjects that I have told, but side by side they have to learn the skill of modeling and doing modeling software and ANSYS software, which they can start, I think, from second, third year, or mainly second year is important. I have started this from second year.
Okay, so along with the core skills, you also have to do modeling software and
Yes,
do
and
some.
I have also done one thing, that I have that my minor project one, I have done the research paper and it is published. So it is a good impression that if we put that in our resumes, so many other things can be done. We can collect the many genuine certificates of modeling software or ANSYS software from Udemy, or if we are in, for example, in Bhopal there's MP Nagar. So there are many person who left the company, they have practical knowledge, they have worked in that company, and they now they know how to make the real product and doing the analysis of that product. So they can also join their coaching to get the real practical knowledge of what actually industry or the company needs in the along with the college.
Thank you, Mansur. That was a very insightful answer. So coming back to Isha,
Vivek,
ma'am.
wait for a minute.
Yeah.
We have a question coming from the live chat. Uh, this is asked by Aman. What was the CGPA criteria? Is there any CGPA criteria for Allegion?
Yes, it was a CGPA criteria for 7 CGPA minimum requirement, and in 10th and 12th, and no backlog, no active backlog, and in 10th and 12th they have at least 60%.
Means 60% and 7 CGPA is required. Minimum
Minimum
criteria.
requirement. Yeah, and no active backlogs.
This is same for computer science as well, ma'am, Isha ma'am?
And the CGPA criteria, it means 7 above CGPA is there. As I feel, we are not reviewed. The CGPA criteria was not reviewed, I think so. It is 7 above, according to me.
Okay, thank you. Next question. Which of these design software is required for taking placement?
Okay,
Aman sir.
so mainly if you are interested in automobile industry like Swift, Hyundai, or any other automobile industry like who are making truck, like Ashok Leland. So they make models on CATIA V5. So you can learn CATIA V5, and other, if you are interested in other field other than automobile, you can learn SolidWorks. So CATIA can be CATIA and SolidWorks. They are little bit different because CATIA, I have learned CATIA because CATIA software is used in industry. It is a costly software. You can also download the crack version, but industries who have a very matlab good amount of money they can invest on the software, they should use CATIA V5 software. So two important modeling software are SolidWorks and CATIA V5, which I have learned. Other than that, there are ProE, Creo, and AutoCAD mainly used by civil engineers, but you can also learn that. Then analysis software or the FEA software, which I learn is ANSYS Workbench 19.2 version, in which there is many analysis software like a static structural system software, then linear buckling system, car crash system, analysis system, and the other software is a backup software, which is mainly used in out in abroad, mainly used beside ANSYS. So these are the two analysis software.
Is there any
Thank you, sir.
gap criteria?
No,
Yeah.
no.
No.
There should not no be gap
Yeah.
in the recruitment
Okay.
process, na?
Hmm.
There should
These
no.
questions are coming from the live chat.
Yeah. People are
Okay,
curious
Vivek,
about
you can
various.
continue.
So yeah, my next question is for Isha, ma'am. Ma'am, DSA is a crucial place pillar in placements. Could you share some of your learning strategies and the best DSA?
Placements, yeah, it's completely fine because there are various good companies come in the college. They ask TSA based questions. Some will not ask, but some will definitely ask, which offers a good package, and they are good companies. So you have to learn data structures. You can do linear data structures such as linked list, stack, queue. If you have time, then you can do non-linear data structures as well as tree graph. So the best sources I found is the Stiver sheet. You can follow the Stiver sheet. It covers all the questions. I think the Stiver A to Z TSA sheet is there. It contains 250 questions. If you solve that, your all the doubts will get cleared for sure. I'd also solved that question, so I can assure you that your all doubts will get cleared after solving it. And TSA is not that much tough. Uh, I feel that just you have to first, if you are doing it, then you find it tough, but after doing it, you will think that it is simple, as I feel.
Okay, so getting started with DSA is tough, but when you get used to it,
Hmm.
it becomes easy to learn.
Yes.
So my next question is for Aman sir. Sir, how is a mechanical design engineer different from someone working in manufacturing, production, or general mechanical engineer?
Yes, I have already answered that mechanical design engineer is having its own identity, and it is a white collar job that that they interact with the branches of other students like CS, EC, and mainly. So it is good for them to also gain the knowledge of other branches, little knowledge of other branches, so it is good. And it is in manufacturing it is also a good, but they have to work in a factory or industry. So uh, there are sometimes it is hazardous, and other condition are also there.
Thank you, sir. So my next question is for both of you. As third year students, how can we effectively manage our time to balance both communication skills and technical subjects? Like we have to get good communication skills to talk with someone and to give an impression, but technical skills are what gives us an edge in an interview. So how can we manage both and learning both of them? So firstly, I would like to ask Isha ma'am.
Okay, so for managing your time management skills, you have to stay consistent. You have to allot equal time to everything. As communication, as we are communicating on a daily basis also, so we can prefer our language as English also. So by doing this, we can save our time also, and we can improve our communication skills also. So I think this is the best practice for improving the communication skills. And if you love reading, then you can read books, you can read articles. So your communication will get improved for sure. And technical things you have to study for that. You can study in college also as well. So you have to manage some time. You have to allocate the equal time to priority subjects, such as if you're a computer science student, then you have to focus on the data structures, operating system, database management system, operating system. You have to make a schedule for that. So I think time management is crucial for doing the both the things together, and as well as you have to maintain college also by the time. So yes, time management is equally important in this. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. So Aman sir, could you please share your thoughts?
Yes, for communication, I think the basic English is necessary. We don't need many difficult words. In English, there are many difficult words.
Yeah.
So only for interview, if they ask, they have to prepare for introduction. It is a basic introduction is English, and everyone should know basic English that he can convey his message to the teacher or the sir or the person who is taking the interview, so that he understand what is it, he matlab, I am able to telling him. And other things, you can move English, you can see English movies. And I can and for technical, if there is a will that you love your core subject or any other subject in which you have taken. So everybody knows that when we come from college, everyone got tired. But if there is a will, they should study. And I suggest that you can study some subject which are not very important from Shivani, but the core subject that is very important. Some, for example, in my there are almost in engineering there are more than 30 subjects in mechanical, but the most important subject are at least 8 to 10 subjects are there, so they can read the books, because I love reading books. I can also give the names of the books like SS Rathan for strength of material, SS Rathan, theory of machine, SS Rathan, then manufacturing, Ghosh and Malik, then thermodynamics, PK Nath, then heat and mass transfer, also PK Nath, then machine design, VV Bhandari is good, then refrigeration and air conditioning, then CP Arora is good. For material science also they can refer to Ghosh and Malik, and IC engine is VB Bhandari again. So they should go for, if for the important subject for mechanical core, they should go for books, because books give the real knowledge.
Yes, sir. So in conclusion, we should give equal time to both communication and technical skills. We can learn communication by watching series or movies or reading books, etc. But for technical knowledge, we should always keep to the basics like learning in classes or reading books or by YouTube right nowadays also.
Yes.
So yeah. So now my next question is communications plays a vital role as we have already discussed. Can you share some effective strategies to improve communication? Uh, for interviews, not for the general, but for interviews, like how can we communicate with interviews so that we can leave impression that we are qualified for the company. Can you
So
share those? Yeah.
I think in all the interview in HR or technical, the main things that they are first is the introduction. The second is the what about the family. Then third is why do we want to join the company? And most of for mechanical engineers, most of the question is why you are not going in the government sector. So government is very good if you. I think you should prepare for it. I think at least at the age of till 25. After that, if you are not able to crack it, you should leave. So we already know that the interviewer will ask the introduction about parents, so we can go prepare by for this in English, so that we can directly tell to them. Or and for technical, the way basic English is required to convey the message what we are trying to convey to the interviewer.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Isha ma'am, could you please share thoughts for this?
Okay, for the communication to the interview, I will tell you, for communication, you just have to focus on, you have to represent yourself as the best candidate. For that, you have to use certain adjectives. Adjectives means the skills you have to mention, and I will tell you the tip that be tell that you are a good problem solver, you are an organized person, you are a punctual person, मतलब your collaboration capabilities, your teamwork, your adaptability. So these points will make you hired by the interviewer if you are not communicating well also. I will assure you that these are some of the tips. Try to represent yourself as the best candidate. That's what I can feel. So as I was asked in my interview that so I'd asked, I used that keywords only because how you tell that what your friends are think about yourself. You can't make a story at that time, so you have to use certain adjectives or keywords and explain that keyword at how you are adaptable, how you are problem solver. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
So and the most important is the introduction because it's the first impression. So introduction, you have to highlight your skills you had mentioned in your resume. You have to give at least 1 minute introduction in your interview as you all know that we are the mentors of some students,
Yes.
right? So I had taken the interview, so I'd seen that no one is giving me introduction proper, only 10 to 20 seconds they had finished it. So the
Okay.
some students don't know how to introduce themselves. Okay, so I want everyone to give 1 minute introduction because it is your first impression.
Yes, ma'am. So introduction is important. Ma'am, can you please
Yes.
give a basic structure or how should one introduce himself? Like, should he include hobbies, strengths, weakness, or personal details?
If you have good, no, don't include any personal detail, just your technical skills. Give the details about your projects, what you are good at, what are achievements. If you have solved some problems and if you're good rating or you are a 2 star, 3 star coder at some platforms, then you can share it in your achievements. If you had if you had extra hobbies such as good communication skills, anchoring events, or you have participated in a hackathon, then you can mention it your introduction and make it at least 1 minute, just 1 minute, not more than that also, because longer is also not good and shorter is also not good. Keep it 1 minute.
Okay, so the interview is for the interview, the introduction is the most important part, and we
Yes,
should also tell the abilities of our abilities, like what
yes.
we are, a problem solver, a team leader, a team player, or something like that. Yes. Uh, so so Adit, should we start with the live questions now?
Yes, we can. So, Aman Bhaiya, as you mentioned that we need to prepare for government exams. So, did you prepare for any of the government exams?
Replaced him, can never replace him, because the experience matter the most in the core companies, but that is not same in the other branches. So mechanical engineer experience very matters.
Hmm. So we need to, in order to get experience, we need to do internships. We need to have a core concept knowledge and perform in a team projects.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Aman sir. Now, Vivek, please take the lead.
Yes, the one final question I have for both of you is what is one piece of advice you would like to give to your juniors preparing for placements? Firstly, I would like to ask Isha ma'am.
Okay, so with placement, I told aptitude is most important. Many students did not realize it. At the last point, they are learning aptitude. I know that. They are my friends only, so I know they are learning at the last moment. So please prepare aptitude. Do it regularly because aptitude requires speed and accuracy. So practice is important. If you are not doing practice, then you are not able to complete your assessment in time. You will be definitely you have to skip some of the questions. So aptitude is most important. So try to do aptitude. Practice is most important. If you are and if you are not practicing, then you are not able to solve in time. Next is the technical MCQs. You have to clear with your basics because we know MCQs, all options are seems similar only. If you don't have knowledge, then all options seem similar only. So basic knowledge is very important for solving technical MCQs. That's what I can tell.
Uh, Ma'am, can you also share some aptitude resources in which you have learned from?
So the India Big side, I found it very helpful. You can give the tests also in it. So I am not solving questions. I am giving direct tests that I was able to solve that question or not. I am giving direct tests. So after before that you have to prepare the topics, the basic stuff, the formulas and all. Then you can try that question because they are basic maths only. You can solve it if you know basic maths. So I think the India Big site is very helpful, and you can recommend some of the YouTube channels also. As I had not studied from a separate channel, I am just researching the topic and what I like, I will see that video only. So
Uh,
yes.
Ma'am, how many projects did you create for your placement? Like, there's some mega projects, some create 1, 2, 3 mega projects. So, how many did you create? And how many one should create for the placement?
Actually, in my resume, I had mentioned two projects, but apart from it, I had made two or more projects, but that I had not mentioned in my resume. So yeah, for together, I had made four projects.
Yes. Uh, Aman sir, can you please share your insights for this?
Okay, for getting a job, I think for a mechanical, specifically for a mechanical design engineer, the communication should be good enough. Okay, then the aptitude, for aptitude, what I see, the basic, they only ask the basic question aptitude, so they do not need, I think, any other book for gate. They need a book for aptitude, but I think if a person who is know basic mathematics, he can solve the aptitude. The second is the projects I have made, projects, and research paper. They can also publish the research paper that I have published. Third is they should do internship from a good place, not from anywhere. uh, and the most important, stick to your core subjects, like mainly for interview. If we know that we don't have very much time, because they don't tell 1 week before that the company is coming. So always I advise that read from book, because if you are studying from book, the thing will remember the things will be remembered to you for many years. So stick to your core subject. And the if specifically, for example, design, if they are hiring for design mechanical engineer, if they are mainly hiring for manufacturing or any other thermal design engineer, so start with the subject which connects that position. For example, if they are hiring for a thermal engineer, mechanical engineer, you can first study thermodynamics, then heat and mass transfer, then RAC. They are for example, the company is Triveni Turbine, which come in LNCT, so you can start with turbo machinery, thermal engineer. So the thing is that we have to prepare for the interview specifically based on the company. We have to um, go for the subjects.
Yes, sir. Sir, you mentioned that we should do internship and certifications. So, what type of certifications did you mention in your resume?
Yeah. So I was preparing for the post of mechanical design engineer only. So, and the company Allegion was also hiring for mechanical design engineer. So from second year onwards, I started collecting certificate. The first certificate that I collected was a modeling software certificate of CATIA V5, which was a 30 to 45 days internship, each 2 hour per day, from MP Nagar, and for SolidWorks and CATIA both modeling software. Then and I also it was an offline class, and I prefer you to join the offline class if you want to really learn the software. Then for analysis software, you can learn ANSYS Workbench or ANSYS Fluent. From that also, I have a certification of 45 days course, 2 hours per day. Uh, then the other certification that I have was a green energy certificate, like solar energy certificate. That was basic. It was a fake certificate almost. Then the most important certificate that was the modeling and analysis software, that is specifically you that company want. I have that certificates.
Okay, sir. So, sir, does doing internship and certifications give you an edge during internship, sorry, placement also, or only during the working time?
Can you please repeat the question?
Uh, yes, I meant to ask that having certification and internship experience gives you an edge during the interview process.
Yes, definitely. Uh, Learning only the theoretical knowledge is not enough to get a job. The industry in If we are working in a company, they actually we have to have should have capability to put our theoretical knowledge or all the engineering knowledge on the work or the product. So it is very important if we within the college we do internship, or we directly you learn the software that are used in the company. So it is very helpful for getting job in the company for mechanical engineers.
Thank you, sir. So it's time to conclude the session. So we've wrapped this insightful session of Corporate Gupshup. It's a huge thanks to our guests for sharing their experiences and valuable advice. To our viewers, we hope this session has given you a clear roadmap to ace placements and build a successful career. This session was brought to you by the Training and Placement Department and lnct Corporate Club. Stay tuned for more industry insights and career opportunities. Before we conclude, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to Dr. Anuj Gakshak and Puspang sir for their unwavering support and guidance in shaping a student's career. Thank you, everyone, and see you in the next session. Thank you.